All right, guys, welcome to video number 2. In this one, I'm going to show you exactly how to use the app. So we did a webinar the other night, and I brought you guys through, it's about 25 minutes long, a hypothetical of reaching out to not only a good friend, but also an acquaintance. So people in your phone contacts that are good friends you want to reach out to and say the right things about direct sellers and lead them to a video they can watch. And then the hopes are they turn into a customer or a prospect. So that's number 1. Number 2, I show you exactly how to reach out to an acquaintance, someone you haven't talked to in forever, and how to get more contacts into your phone, and then diving into the app and seeing all the features and the different tracking abilities that we have, and also seeing what prospects are the hottest, who's clicking the most links, who's watching the videos, so you can prioritize your time on who to follow up with and also how to stay consistent with using the app. So I'm going to just go ahead and start playing that webinar right now. You guys can watch it. And that'll give you the training. Be sure to go through all of it. By the way, it's definitely worth your time because once you come off this video, you're going to know exactly what you need to do to go build this business. So that being said, appreciate you. We'll see you on the next one. These are the flows of the scripts that I put together here so you guys can see how it works. And then I'm actually going to show it to you in the app, but it's easier for you to see this. Here's the deal. In your phone contacts right now, you probably have what? 500, 1,000 people, maybe some of you more, maybe some, maybe a little bit less, of which you probably have 5 to 10 closer friends that you probably would feel comfortable just texting real quick, you know? So here's the deal. I needed to make sure that I put scripts together that made sense for your good friends, you know, like a message that you would say to a good friend, but then also to people that I like to call acquaintances, who you maybe haven't talked to in like 6, 12, 18 months, that you want to reach out to. You're just not really sure what to say to them. We put scripts together for those 2 different things. So here's the deal. You can see right here, this screenshot. Jen is a friend of mine. So I could text Jen reasonably and say something like this. Hey, Jen, got a quick question for you when you get a sec. Boom. I'm opening her up to seeing information. She doesn't know it yet, but I'm opening her up to see information. This is how you guys start to prospect your friends. Say I'm reaching out to Jen, haven't talked to her in 18 months, 2 years, whatever. I might want to say something like this. Hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I wanted to get your opinion on something real quick. Or, and by the way, I'm actually working on a couple more scripts that are even more dialed in than this. But what I need to do is put a script together for you guys so you can start just ripping through your contacts, being like, wow, I haven't talked to them in 18 months, but you know, they might be a fit. Might as well reach out to them. Sending them a text message like this is something where they're not going to be like, whoa, what the heck are you doing? You know, so you're not super direct, but you're also not being super vague where you're being weird. You're like, dude, I want to get, dude or girl, I keep saying dude or girl, I want to get your opinion on something real quick. So you guys can see that we set this up for you to start the conversation. That's what you need to master, starting the conversation. Once it's started, it's easy. So these are the first texts that you're going to see in your app. Let me now show you the app real quick so you can see what I mean by this. Let me go over to a screen share on my mobile device. Here we go, iPhone. Oh, hold on, sorry, one second. New share, iPhone via AirPlay. Screen mirroring, and we should be live. Jen, can you see me? Can you see the screen? Done. All right, sweet. Look at that, that's my dog. Isn't he a pretty dog? All right, let me go back over here. Okay, there it is. MyWineFunnel app. You guys can download this in the App Store after we're done with the call here. Click on here, MyWineFunnel app. Here's your dashboard. Step 1, the send a message. You know those text messages I just showed you? Like, hey, Jen, got a quick question for you when you get a sec. She's a friend. If she's an acquaintance, I might say something like, hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I want to get your opinion on something real quick. You can send these all through the app. You see where it says send message right here? That's your first step. Always your first step. Send message, choose a contact. I'm choosing Jen. Jen, there you are. Choose a message, conversation starters. You see where it says convo starters with the arrow? I'm highlighted on it now. Text to good friends or text to acquaintances. Is Jen a good friend or is she an acquaintance? If she's a friend, I'm going to go ahead and do text to good friends. If she's an acquaintance, I'm going to go ahead and click text to acquaintance. See how that works? Very simple. Jen, I'm going to send you text to good friend because you're a good friend. Clicking review and send. Watch what happens. Boom. Pops right up. Let's send it on through. Jen gets my text. Jen, let that come through, and then just say something like, yeah, sure, what's up? Something that you would say, While she's doing that, while she's responding back, let's go ahead and wait. There she is. Let's click her open. She says, come on, baby, my phone's been a little slow. Absolutely. She's a good friend. So of course she would say something like that. At this point, I'm going to proceed to the next text. So, and guys, there's no question here. Some people might say, well, what do I say next? I got you covered. We're going to click send message. We're going to go ahead and grab Jen again. Okay. Because guys, you might be doing this 3-4 times. Like you might hit Jen, then Bill, then John, then Susie. So as they're responding, you're then going to go back and proceed to text too. So you see on my screen, it says Convo Starters First Text. Let's click on here. So now Jen, she was a good friend, right? So I'm going to pay attention to my good friend's second text. If Jen was an acquaintance, there's my acquaintance's second text. You see what I'm saying here? So I'm going to show you what these texts are in a second, but I want you guys to know that now I'm on step 2 in the app. I'm going to now send Jen a message after she said absolutely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back just because it's easier for you guys to see all the scripts when I do it this way. Let me go ahead and do a screen share on my computer again. So we're done with the conversation starter. Now, good friends. So Jen said absolutely, but let's just say she said, yeah, what's up? Should have said, yeah, what's up, Jen? Come on, stick to it. No, I'm just kidding. So anyways, here's the deal. She says, yeah, what's up? Jen, I know, because she's a good friend, I know she's a business-minded chick, or I know she loves wine. And actually, it's funny, she just took a sip of wine as I was saying that. You guys know your friends. You got some friends who like to party. You got some friends who've done MLM before. By the way, if you guys have suggestions where you're like, Joe, I want to go reach out to people who were in Direct Cellars, who were in my organization, they're no longer, want to reapproach them, let me know. I'm like a script master. I love them. So anyways, going back to this hypothetical, if Jen was a business-minded girl that I knew, I might want to send her a text like this. Now, do you remember in the app, and I'll show you again, under second text, there were headings that said business-minded friend, friend who's into wine. When you click on them, these are the messages that will display. I'm just showing them, here so you guys can see all of them a little bit easier. If Jen was a friend who parties, like in this scenario she is, right? I think I found something you love. Got 60 seconds to check out a video. Guys, the goal here is to get this sizzle video that we made in front of Jen, but I don't want to just spam her with it. I need to lead her into it. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and send Jen a message based on who she is as a person, and I know that because she's a good friend of mine. I know if she's business-minded. I know if she's into wine. I'll jump to this, and then I'm going to back up real quick. Say Jen was an acquaintance, because you might be like, yeah, but Joe, what if you're reaching out to a stranger? You don't know if they're business-minded or like wine. You're absolutely right. So we're going to go ahead and lead into something a little bit more generic, like this. I like this one a lot, actually. Weird question, I know, but first, do you drink? Oh, I got to fix that typo. Don't worry about it. We'll get it fixed. But first, do you drink wine? And second, do you prefer red or white? I'm doing some market research. Haha. Guys, at this point, you can send this to someone like a stranger and they could be like, no, it's all good. Like if I got this text, I'd probably say, yeah, I do drink wine and I prefer white. At that point, you can then lead into the next text message, which I'll show you in a second. But you guys can see these are very generic. I actually really like this one too, asking an acquaintance for an opinion. So I'm reaching out to some of my friends to get feedback on a video my company just produced. You're going to send them the video, by the way, guys. Essentially, I want to find out if it makes sense and is enticing as someone who's never seen our company or brand before. You down to give me some feedback? Totally reasonable for you guys to send something. And by the way, guys, feel free to put these scripts in your own words. They're just guide points. You don't have to use them exactly, but you absolutely can. So what I'm telling you is, when you lead in with the first text based on friend and acquaintance and they respond, you then have the follow-up scripts to use. So let me go ahead and jump back to our app so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. So there's no questions here. Let's go ahead and do a screen share on the app again. All right, so we're back in our app. Jen responded and said to us, absolutely. So there she is. It looks like she's typing something else, or she's probably got a couple characters in there. But anyways, She's probably saying, what is it? What is it, right? That's what a friend might do. Go back over to MyWineFunnel. I'm going to send Jen a second text message. In this case, Jen's a business-minded girl, okay? So I'm going to go ahead. No, you know what? She's a wine lover, because a lot of you guys probably know friends who are into wine. I mean, that's probably more realistic, right? So good friends. She's a friend who likes wine. I click done. I click review and send. Oh, got to choose Jen as a contact. Give me one sec. Bada bing. Friend who likes wine. Review and send. There it is. I know you love wine. Have you seen this new company that's offering wine subscriptions? Send. Of course, you guys can edit that text if you want. Every script you can edit before you send it. It might be a little different, especially for someone you know really well, right? If it's an acquaintance, yeah, see that? There you go. That's an appropriate response. So then, and then she might say something like, no, I haven't. What is it? Or whatever, right? So at that point, let's let her just respond. Unless she hits us with that, which is cool. You can work with that. I mean, you can work with that. But you see what I'm doing here? We're opening up the conversation. So here she goes. Let's see what she says back. She says what? Okay. As in like, what? Like, what's that? I think I was reading out. Yeah, exactly. So anyways, at this point, I'm now going to want to send the third text message. All right. So at this point, because everyone's response is going to be a little bit different. Like some might say, no, I haven't. What is it? Someone might say like, Jen, what? Like that. You're going to have to craft this just a little bit. But the idea is to now turn them into checking out a video. So let's just say that Jen said that, right? We're going to go over to the MyWineFunnel app. We're going to proceed to the third text. As you can see, this is when I'm going to ask Jen if I can send her info. Guys, you don't just force things down, to your friend. Ask them first. So we're going to ask to send in the info text. That's what we're going to grab. We're going to click review and send. And then right here, see how this text doesn't make perfect sense to what she said? If she said something like, no, I haven't, what is it? Then it would make sense. Okay, sweet, you down to check out a quick video, or, whatever the case may be. So you guys can edit this absolutely. So it might say something like this. You down to check out a quick video. At that point, I'll send Jen this text. So Jen gets this text message here. And let's see what she says. See if she says she's down to check out some info. Sure, done. Look at what we did here. We started with, hey, got a quick question for you when you get a sec. She said, absolutely. I said, I know you love wine. Have you seen this new company offering wine subscriptions? She said, what? I said, you down to check out a quick video? Sure. Boom, baby. We're in it. We can now go ahead and send her some information. This is a good friend example, okay? And if you guys are sitting there saying, I got no friends left to talk to, it's all good. I'm showing you how to reach out to the acquaintances, number one. And number two, guys, all you need is a couple new reps and direct sellers, which will help you with getting that, right? But then working through their warm market. That's why you always want fresh people in your organization. If everyone on your team was doing this, imagine the production you'd have. So at this point, we're moving to the next step. Jen, she's ready for info, and we want to send it to her. Firing up the app. We're going to move over to step 2, send link. She's down to see the link. By the way, let me show you something. Here's our first text. Here's our second text. Here's our third text. We now know, because the app tells us, time for you to send a link. Do this from your app dashboard. So we're going to go ahead and click on the little home button in the corner. We're going to click send link. We're going to grab Jen as a phone contact. And we are going to send her a page. Here's the deal. Direct Cellars Tour full overview. Jen's probably not ready for that. She's ready for a sizzle video, though. She's a wine lover. She likes consuming wine. Do you guys think it makes more sense to send a distributor-focused video or the customer-focused page? Probably the customer-focused one, right? So at that point, we're going to click sizzle video, customer-focused 1 minute. Whoa, hold on a minute. Let me just turn that off. So now, sizzle video, customer-focused 1 minute. We're going to click review and send. And here it is. And I'm going to say, check this out. We're going to click send. Jen is now going to be receiving this link. Now, I want you guys to watch what happens when she clicks this link open. And by the way, on a screen share, it has been finicky. Jen, there you go. Boom. New click activity. Notification. For some reason, I don't know why, guys, on occasion, the first click, when I'm on a screen share, it won't always work. It always works, notifications, but screen shares that have caused issues before. So Jen opens the link. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like in a second, but here's the deal. You now know when she's looking at the info. So guys, if she looks at it 3 hours later, it's probably good to know that. That way you're not nagging the heck out of your friend. Then you just annoy them and piss them off, and then they don't even want to look at your stuff anymore, right? So knowing that is powerful. Also, if Jen opens it right now, and then she opens it again in 4 hours, guess who's getting notified? This guy. You will get notifications every single time someone clicks on that link. And it's pretty powerful. So here's the deal. Let me go to my texts. Let me go ahead and open it as if I was Jen. Watch, here comes a click activity. Boom, new click activity. I'll know every time Jen clicks it. So here is the page. You still pick up wine at a store. She's going to be like, yeah, what are you talking about? Get wine delivered to your door each month. Whoa, boom. Now she's watching the video. Guys, I'm not going to play this video. I mean, just because it's a minute and a half, I want to focus on other stuff. But this video is freaking great. Like, if you put this video in front of people, they're going to be like, okay, tell me more about this. And it mentions the distributor opportunity, the making money opportunity at the very end. If you haven't watched this video yet, tonight, do it. It is so good as a tool. And here's how I built an organization and got to 6 figures within 6 months when I got involved in network marketing. I had a video like this that told the story for my team. No one had to know what we were selling. They didn't have to understand the science behind it. They just shared a video and the deal was done. So you guys need to leverage with this because it does the selling and talking for you. Jen watches this video, and if she clicks on this button, one second, right below that says see product packs. So imagine you're Jen, you're watching this, you're like, wow, this looks awesome. She clicks on see product packs. Watch what pops up now. Now this says MyWineFunnel Demo because that's the name of this account. It's a demo account we're using right now. If this were me, it would say hit Joe Dickinson back up ASAP. If you like this, Jen just clicked it again. Or even if you don't. Either way, don't leave them hanging. Your friends are instructed to text you back, and your phone number will display right there. And if they click it, it's going to open up the text message right back to you. So it tells your friend to reach back out to you because that's ultimately what you want. Like, guys, I'm telling you right now, I've been doing this for too long to not have the patterns figured out and knowing what's going to be the best path for your prospects to take. Like, we could send them right to information, but right now it's time for you to guide them down that path. At this point, I might want to open my app up again because Jen might be like, dude, this is really cool. Like, how do I get this? At this point, I could say, you down to check out some more info. I could fire up my app and I can push her some more resources. So say Jen wants a deeper look into this. Option 1, I could send her my replicated website. Option 2, I could send her the Direct Cellars full overview, which we have a new one rolling out in the next 2 days. It's a 1-page. I'll show you guys the design. It is killer. But at this point, I'm going to go over to send a link. So Jen says, yeah, I want more info, right? She says, this looks really cool. I want more info. And we're going to push Jen the Direct Cellars tour, which is the full overview. So I'm going to click review and send. I'm going to send this to her. Once again, we're going to track if she opens this or not. We're going to get a notification when she does. Let me go back over here. I'm just going to click it, but a notification will come through. There it goes. That would have been from me or her. I don't know who, but I wanted to show you guys this. This is the page right now. By the way, we are getting a whole new one. I'll show you guys the design in a minute, but as you guys can see how clean it is. We have all new videos in here. We're working on a new comp plan video. If corporate doesn't do one soon, I'm just going to learn the comp plan and do it for you guys. You know, we're gonna make it happen just so you guys are up to date with the resources. So as you guys can see here, here's this one. Okay. Now I'm going to give you one other hypothetical because this video is powerful. Say Jen was a business-minded person. I send Jen. She says, yeah, you know, like I say, hey, I want to get your opinion on the business, whatever. I send her that same video because at the end, it talks about how you can earn money as a direct sellers rep. If she says to me, hey, this looks really interesting, I'd love to get some more info. I shot a video that you guys can use that talks to someone who's looking at the business and maybe they're a little bit skeptical. So I put a video together talking about why Direct Cellars makes perfect sense as a network marketing company, number 1. And number 2, if you're looking for a side hustle or a network marketing company or a gig that can earn extra money, this is an opportunity to really take a strong look at. The nice thing is I can say things like, I've been in the industry for 10 years. I own a marketing agency. We work with a lot of the top network marketing companies out there. I know what makes a company, or I have a good idea as to what makes a company good, blah, blah, blah. So what I'm telling you guys is the video will do a pretty good job, I believe, and of course test it with people who are either skeptical, they're on the fence, they want to know more about the business. Let me go ahead and send. So if Jen wanted info on the bids and she said, hey, I want more info on the direct sellers business, I might then want to send her, or she might say, you know, hey, like, is this looks good, but like, is it a scam? You know, I mean, guys, you're used to hearing this stuff, right? If they say that, this testimonial video right here, let's click done, let's click review and send, is going to be a really good resource for you guys to use. All right, so let me go back over because I want to show you guys what it looks like. Here it is. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. Hold on a minute. My B, that is a direct sellers testimonial video. Where did, there it is, third party review. Should have known that. Just put that in today. I should have known that. All right, review and send. We're going to go here. We're going to click send. It's going to track. When Jen clicks it open, I'm going to get notified, but I'm just, oh, there she goes. She beat me to it. Here it is. Boom. Third-party review by me. It's a short video. Guys, watch it after this call. It does a good job talking to people, handling objections. It should get them open to saying, all right, tell me more. All right, sign me up. All right, let's get on a three-way call, whatever. Guys, that's what these things are leading to, okay? So anyways, one last thing, so I want to wrap it up here. Those are all your resources, right? You guys know what you can say. You can lead with all that. Here's the deal. If you meet people at the mall, if you meet people out at the bar, whatever, when you ask them what they do and they ask you back what you do, and you mention direct sellers, don't spend 15, 20 minutes trying to explain it. Grab their phone number and tell them you'll send them information later. Or send it to them right then and there. Well, what's your phone number? I'll send you a 90-second, like, here's the scenario. I meet Jen, you know, she's at the mall or something, we're talking, or I run into her, we're old friends. It doesn't matter what the scenario is. If she then, you know, I say, what do you do? And she asks me, and I say, well, I'm working full-time at XYZ, but part-time I'm building a wine business. And then she says, oh man, that's crazy. What's it all about? Well, I don't really have all the time right now, but let me grab your phone number and I'll send you a 90-second video to explain it. And I'm actually looking to get some feedback from people. For sure. Boom. Throw her into your phone contacts. Send her a trackable link either right then or later at night and know when she's checking it out. That's the power here. So you guys can use that and run your entire business from this app. If you guys are generating, by the way, there's a whole other piece of this we're not going to cover right now, but you guys can generate leads through the whole capture system and everything that you're going to get with this app. So you guys can run the Facebook ads. You can do the attraction marketing. You can do all the online stuff. It's all here. And those leads are going to feed in your app, and then you can send them information via the app as well after you connect with them. Here's what I'll tell you. This action follow-up step, I went through that a little quick, right there. This keeps you on track. And for the leaders out there watching, this is going to allow you to keep your downline on track. So teach your teams and teach yourself. Guys, when you have nothing to do and you're sending out 5 texts a day, after the 5th day, that's 25 exposures. You might want to click on last 5 clicks. You see this? And you might want to look, who are the last 5 people that clicked on your stuff? What you're doing is you're prioritizing your follow-up, okay? It's all run through here. One other thing I'll show you here, last 5 leads, last 5 revisits. Who did you send text messages to over the last 7 days? You guys ever send information to someone and then totally forget, like, and 2 weeks later you remember and like, oh man, I forgot to follow up with that person? It's not going to happen anymore because the app tracks everything and it tracks all their behavior. And based on the behavior they do, when you drill into the contact, you see what I just did there? I clicked into Jen's contact. Hold on one second. Let me go to the 7-day. Here's Jen. Let me click in here. The phone, my phone, it's not the app. My phone is actually starting to glitch. But here's the deal. Let me go over to here. Let me go to a different contact. Come on, man. Why is this phone? It's freezing on this screen. I'll fix it. Point being is, here's the deal. You can drill into the contact and display and see everything that they're doing, when they clicked, how long did they watch, et cetera, et cetera. One last thing I'll leave you with. Guys, this right here, the race to 100, make this your life's mission to get to 100 for every one of these things. Total app contacts, the first thing you see. All that means is how many app contacts you have. That equates to how many trackable links did you send out. If you sent out to 100 different people, like remember I was sending one to Jen, that would be 1. And then if I sent one to Rick, that would be 2. So you want to get 100 people or 100 invites out there, of which you're going to have total links sent. Your total links are probably like Jen. Remember I sent her a couple different links? Those are all going to tally up here. So this number right here is going to go above, but you want to at least get all these categories to 100 points. Total clicks, huge. Guys, here's what I'll tell you. If you have a ton of links sent and a ton of app contacts, but a really low click rate, you're probably not following the scripts. You're not opening your friend up to seeing information before you send it. And here's where I'll go with this. As a leader, if you have a downline member that has this app and they say to you, you know, I'm just having a tough time, no one's, you know, into the business, whatever, this right here tells your story. If Jen were in my downline and she said that to me, I would say, Jen, you got the app? She says, yeah. I say, cool. Go to your Race to 100, send me a screenshot because that's going to allow me to see what action you've taken and then go ahead and help you. Not to reprimand her. You know, like if she's got 3 links sent, I'm going to be like, Jen, what do you expect? You know what I mean? Like, come on, you got to do a little more work than that. You know, but you got to say it in an encouraging way, obviously. But what I'm telling you guys is this is a way of you being able to keep track of your downline, see what they're doing, and in a sense, run contests almost a little bit, right? And know their story. Like, once again, guys, if I see that Jen has sent 400 links and she's got like 7 clicks or 40 clicks, I'm going to say, hey, are you leading into the conversation a little bit before you're sending info? Well, no, I'm just sending the links out. Boom. You knew that because of these stats. See what I'm getting at here, guys? Total site leads. When you guys sign up for a free trial, by the way, you can get this app for under $20 a month. It's $19.97, and there's a 3 and free, by the way. So you get all this for that. If you want to go, there are higher packs that we have these whole online marketing funnels and stuff. It's really cool. You guys can decide if you want that or not. But what I'm telling you is when you guys start generating leads online, there's training I show you guys on, and I'm going to put a lot more training in your Facebook groups going forward, just so you guys know, where I'm going to show you how to generate leads on Facebook, where I'm going to show you how to do it on Instagram. You can send people to your funnel pages, and when people enter a name, an email, and a phone number on pages, they're going to feed into your app as well. So you guys want to hit the warm market stuff all day long. While you're doing that, spend the time learning the attraction marketing from people like Jen and the other leaders and myself, etc. And then work to get those leads to 100 points. When someone opts into your system, to your capture pages, they get the emails, and that's a conversation for another day. But what I'm telling you guys is it gives you the ability to open yourself up to the online marketing stuff too.